I think I'm going to give you two ways to solve this question. The first one will be a way to estimate, and then after the intro, I'll show you a way to get the exact answer. So for estimation, we first need to pause at the end of the first sentence of the question and make the inference that the price has increased by 17 cents from 165 to 182. And the reason the 17 cents is important here is because I want to see what that means in the context of the original price of $1.65. 17 cents looks about 1/10 of $1.65. In fact, it would be exactly 1/10 of $1.70. So I'm going to say that it's just slightly more than 10% increase, right? Just slightly more than 1/10 price increase. Now, if I take that to the total amount paid, which was $26.40, 10% of that would be $2.64, which is exactly answer choice C, and we're looking for an answer that's just slightly more than that. So this narrows it down to D or E. If I had to guess at this point, I would guess D, but there is one more little estimation that we can do here to choose between D and E. E is about 10% more than C. Right? In C, it's 264. If you add 26 cents to that, so about 10%, you get to answer choice E. So going back to the 17 cents price increase from $1.65, we said it was a little bit more than a 10% increase. How much more than a 10% increase? Was it 10% more than a 10% increase? So I think we can say that at the very least, D is a very educated guess. So I'll show you a way to get the exact answer using prime boxes right after the intro. All right, so if we do want to solve this question properly, this is a great example of the power of prime boxes and why it's useful to practice finding the prime box for numbers on a daily basis. So when we look at the price of $1.65 per gallon, and we look at the total amount spent of $26.40, it may be a good idea to see how many times does $1.65 go into $26.40. And the fastest way, in my opinion, to get that answer is to start factoring those two numbers. So for $1.65, I'll look at it as 165. Is there an obvious factor there? Sure, 5. Well, how many times does 5 go into 165? It goes into 150 30 times and into 15 3 times for a total of 33. So I can say that the prime box of 165 is 3 to the power of 1, 5 to the power of 1, 11 to the power of 1, or maybe I'd rather just keep it as 5 times 33. Looking at that other number, 2640, is there an obvious factor there? Sure, 10, right? 10 times 264. Looking at 264, is there an obvious factor there? There are a lot of good ways to do this, to break down 264. For me personally, I'm noticing that 200 and 64 are each divisible by 8. So I have 25 eighths in 200 plus another 8 eighths in 64 for a total of 33 eighths. And now I'm seeing that 33 is a common factor, right, between 2640 and 165. And if we reduce that common factor, what are we left with? We're left with 8 times 10 for the 2640, and we're left with just 5 for the 165. So if you reduce that 5, you end up with a factor of 16, right? 2640 is 16 times $1.65. Now that we have the 16, what does the 16 represent? That's the number of gallons. Right? There were 16 gallons, and the question was, if we're purchasing the same amount of gasoline, what would the excess price be? So we already know that we have to pay an extra 17 cents per gallon, and now we also know there are 16 gallons, so all we have left to do is 17 times 16. Personally, the way I would do that is I would take 16 times 16. I have that memorized because it's 2 to the power of 4 times 2 to the power of 4, or 2 to the power of 8, and I do suggests that you memorize all of the powers of 2 all the way up to 2 to the power of 10. So 2 to the power of 8, or 4 to the power of 4, or 16 squared, those are 256. But we wanted 17 times 16, so I need one more 16. So what's 256 plus 16? Well, that's 272. Answer choice D. If you found this video useful, go to quantreasoning.com for a lot more where that came from. You should also click that like button and let me know in the comments below what you'd like me to make future videos about. And of course, if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and do that and click that bell below so you get notified about future videos. See you next time.